So conditioned, even myself, that it's just like you didn't even think to tell me till you heard me talk about it.
Right, right. And not only after they patted us down with their hands, mind you, we walked through the metal detector first before they did this.
This is about government perverts having their way.
Right. They took the wand and then went over our body with the wand as well after all that. So we went through pretty much like 3 forms of security just to...
Well, this is slave training. So your 20-month-old daughter, Tiny, your 8-year-old daughter, and you, a woman, did something that only your husband would do to you and wouldn't do to your children. If he did it to your children, he'd go to jail. I mean, this is outrageous, and they do it. Imagine what's coming next, Michelle.
Right. It's scary. It really is. It makes me not want to fly anymore. That was the first time me and my children had ever flown in our life. And to go through something like that makes me not want to do it anymore. You know, because...
Hey, my wife hadn't flown in almost 9 years.
Yeah. It's...
I mean, and we're like, well, can we go somewhere? Couldn't we do something? No, but I'm sorry. I mean, because you controlled yourself. But imagine, I don't think I could. My 2.5-year-old daughter, my 6-year-old daughter, my son, men grabbing their genitals. I mean, and we just like, oh, that's what we do to fight Al-Qaeda. Meanwhile, Anwar al-Awlaki's hanging out at the Pentagon.
Right. That's horrible. It really is.
Well, Michelle, anything else you want to add to this?
No. I'm just glad to get my story out there so everyone can hear that it is going on out there, and it personally happened to me and my family. And so I just warn everyone, you know, if you can get around flying, I would.
Well, the problem is they're coming out with mobile scanners. They're in the courthouses. You go to pay a ticket. They want to do it now.
Yeah.
But people sued in Denver, and they stopped scanning 18 and under because it violates child porn laws.
Yeah, they wanted my children to walk through the naked body scanner.
Oh, no, I was in San Jose last Tuesday. Mm-hmm. It was only women and children because they think you'll submit.
Yeah, and I saw all these people just willingly going through it. And, you know, I don't really know much about the naked body scanners other than what I've heard up here. And I knew, and so I spoke out to someone here at work, and he said, you have the option to opt out, which I didn't even know that I had that option until he told me. And so, you know, flying from Austin to Denver, security's easy to get through, but coming home.
But they're coming to Austin next year.
Yeah, so, but coming home, it was pretty.
Well, if we give in to them here, we'll give in to them everywhere. And we don't have a lot of money in this operation. A civil rights lawsuit would cost a lot, and then they claim, you know, it's exempt because of terror. But I think people need to start suing. I mean, come on. Come on, folks. It has nothing to do with turban men in caves. 20-month-old little girls having people touch their genitals. I mean, come on. And again, we're showing right here on TV just the, you know, year-old first level. See how it's always more, Michelle?
Yeah, it was not back of the hand like they're showing. It was...
Oh, he just grabbed her breast right there.
Yes, and cupped it. See? That's exactly what they did to myself.
And they tell us on TV, it's regular for men in uniforms to grab your wife's genitals and breast and your baby daughter. This is freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. We're going to come back and take a few final phone calls. Michelle, this has been a nightmare interview, but at least you had the courage to talk about it. We've got to stand up against this Nazi takeover. They're training us and conditioning us to accept them in our comfort zones. They are the terrorist.
Take a minute and hear what I'm about to tell you. You might have heard about Life Change Tea on a radio commercial or a TV commercial, and you did what many people do. You tuned out. I understand. Now the facts. When health fails, you will do just about anything for better health. So why wait? Read our testimonies of better health by drinking Life Change Tea at getthetea.com. And how much does missing work cost you when you're sick? Get ahead of the sick curve. Get the tea. Here's how to order. Log on to getthetea.com. That's getthetea.com. Or you can call one of our friendly operators. 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. Our tea tastes great and will help you with your health, and you can even lose weight. So again, try us out at getthetea.com.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, They think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned. We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
Are you wondering about your retirement portfolio? Are you confident that the financial advisor is experienced enough to combat climbing interest rates, taxes, and inflation? Stop guessing and go to the expert, Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster. When you subscribe to the International Forecaster, you get Robert Chapman's 45 years of experience and concise investment recommendations. Who needs sugar-coated excuses when you can get the cold hard facts and proven investment leads you can't get anywhere else? For a free introductory copy to Robert Chapman's International Forecaster, subscribe now at theinterntionalforecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. Experience the difference. When you subscribe, you can email Robert Chapman directly to obtain investment advice tailored just for you. Don't wait another minute. Subscribe today at theinterntionalforecaster.com or call 877-479-8178. That's 877-479-8178.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit efoodsdirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633.
So this is a ritual of enslavement, a ritual of humiliation, a ritual of submission. And Benjamin Chertoff and all of them are criminals doing this. I want to jam in a few calls before we get back into retransmission here and all the news we were covering with Dr. Paul Craig Roberts coming up in the next segment on the implosion of the dollar by design. But right now, let's go ahead and go to... Who's up next, John? Adam in Alabama, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
Eagles fan, 20 years old, from Alabama, waking up all the future generation around here, and whenever you get past the accusations of conspiracy theorists, it comes out pretty hard, and they're like, oh, okay.
You don't like them grabbing your wife's breasts and genitals? You're a conspiracy theorist. But they're doing it. You're still a conspiracy theorist. I'm going to roll over. I'm a coward.
Yeah, I had to fund Al-Qaeda. What are you talking about, crazy boy?
Yeah, we got to let them touch our wives or Al-Qaeda will get us.
But, I mean, I could talk to you for hours and about stuff, but try to make this quick. Article I found, it's a ticket number on your website, 225157. I don't know if you remember back in January up in Philadelphia, that TSA agent putting cocaine in people's bags.
Yeah, and then telling them, you've got to be my sex slave. Wasn't that the story?
Yeah, just a TSA.
Yeah, when they're not raping children, they're planting drugs on people. Now they get caught all the time, yeah.
Yeah, well, Freedom of Information Act just kind of got implied to that, and the TSA documents just came out. I sent you that link that's got, it's got a little link to the document over on the side.
Well, I just saw yesterday where top TSA people are robbing people's bags. Wow, what a shock. People that like to grope 2-year-old children are stealing. Wow, that's a big stretch.
Oh, they're just doing what the government tells them to do.
They're fighting Al-Qaeda by touching your 2-year-old. They're taking the money out of your bag. That's how you fight Al-Qaeda, boy.
You know that.
Well, we'll get on that story so that FOIA stuff's come out. Thank you so much, Adam. Let's talk to Mark in New Mexico. Mark, go ahead.
Yeah, Alex.
Hey, buddy.
This is the first time I've ever called you, but I want you to know I've been listening to you for years.
Well, God bless you.
I picked you up originally on John Stadtmiller, and I don't miss it if I can help it. I'm 71 years old. I'm an ex-Air Force pilot. And what I just heard a minute ago makes me so sick. This has got to stop. It's got to stop. I won't go any further than that because I'll just start to absolute meltdown. But this is some facts I wanted to just tell everybody there. I haven't heard you say anything about it. What this trip that the president is taking consists of and what it's going to cost.
$200 million a day.
$200 million a day. 8 armored cars, 40 jets. 40 jets.
Well, the bankers love it. The more they bankrupt us, the better.
Right alone. He's taking his children, too, for some reason. And that makes me wonder about this thing now. I've always poo-pooed this type of stuff about this November 8th possible cataclysm thing that this computer brings up. It did bring up 9/11. That's a fact of life.
Yeah, you're talking about the web bug or the web bot.
Right. And this thing, Alex, it cannot keep going. Period. It can't do it. There is going to be blood running in the streets if they keep this up.
Well, Mark, every day I pinch myself. I mean, I can't believe they're killing the dollar. I can't believe I sat there last Tuesday watching them feel up 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. I mean, yeah, it's like I'm hallucinating, but it's really happening.
Well, I got news for you, Alex. It's going to stop. If they stop it or not, it will stop. Not by old men like me, probably, but it is going to happen. And I think they want it to happen. That's the thing that really bothers me.
But you know about a bully. They want that fight till they get it.
Bet. And then when they get it, they don't like it so well, especially if you happen to beat tar out of them. I can't believe that Texas is one as bad. I'm born and raised in Corpus Christi and spent my life, early part of my life, all the way to 20 years old down there, and then I moved to Houston and then went to Alaska. And there was a time there in the service, I just can't believe the stuff.
We got a bunch of degenerate nutcases running things, and they get off on this. It's a big joke to them, but they're going to lose. God's on our side, and beautiful points, Mark, and I can feel your spirit of liberty and love of righteousness, and God bless you. Good to hear from you. Shane, Dan, Chris, I'm out of time. I got Dr. Paul Craig Roberts coming up. I'll be back live tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central, and then back Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. Please spread the word about the broadcast. We're doing something special here. We're reaching a lot of people thanks to you spreading the word. And the crew has done a great job. We couldn't do it without them. We couldn't do it without you, the listeners, the sponsors, the affiliates, everybody out there. Dr. Paul Craig Roberts on the QE2 dollar destruction is coming up. And his bottom line is, whether it's on purpose or not, get ready because they're killing the dollar. We'll be right back.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
When you hear the words water purification, what comes to mind? If it's Berkey Water Purification Systems, this message is for you. Did you know that over 60% of municipal water contains fluoride at less than 2 cents per gallon? Berkey water filters purify treated and untreated water, remove dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and contaminants from municipal water. These filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, making them perfect for rainwater collection systems. From the smallest to the largest system,